Hey, what's up, y'all? What y'all doing? Wig number 2, aka Jasmine Crockett, has put her foot in her mouth. Her mouth is so big she could put her foot and her wig in her mouth. If you're a black woman and you're a Democrat and y'all claim her, y'all need to stop. She making y'all look bad.
I never said that it was that Jeffrey thing, just so that people understand when you make a donation, your picture is not there.
Of course the picture is not there, you big dummy, but the occupation is. Your staff didn't see physician at the bottom of the name? What other Jeffrey you be talking about then? The ice cream man? The other Jeff work at Subways? Girl, please, get out of here. Shut up.
My team, what they did is they Googled, and that is specifically why I said a Jeff. Unlike Republicans, I at least don't go out and just tell lies.
But you did lie. Am I hallucinating? Please, somebody tell me. Am I hallucinating? Ain't this you talking? Or is that your wig talking for you?
Folks who also took money from somebody named Jane, as I had my team dig in very quickly. Mitt Romney, the NRCC, Lee Zeldin.
You can't say James and thinking that we gonna think about somebody else named Jeffrey. That's just asinine and stupid. You know what you was alluding to. You know who you was talking about. You did. And just admit it. You put your foot in your mouth. And your wig. Again. You or your team needs to be fired. Immediately. What the hell? You and your staff needs to be fired. Immediately. If I was Lee Zeldin, I would sue you for defamation. I would take it to the highest court. Democrats. Didn't I tell y'all not to open up Pandora box? Y'all opened it. Now all the Democrats are falling out of that damn box. Like Hakeem's Jeffries. Y'all just want to get Trump. But y'all got to be quicker than that.
Yes, I don't know if I'm the only person who noticed this. Suddenly, Democrats are not talking about this Jeffrey again. Because they realize their narratives were collapsing. Yeah. Look through everywhere on social media if you see them mentioning this again. Oh, Trump released this. Oh, Trump released this. It was just everywhere. But when the thing backfired to a certain level, they could not control it. They are now quiet. They are talking about something different. They wanted to get Trump, right? All of a sudden, the topic has gradually faded away. It is not surprising to me, to actually see them, doing this. I knew that this is exactly what they would do. Jasmine was there spewing lies here and there. There is a video.
I just want to be clear. If this is the standard that we're going to make, just know we're going to expose it all. And just know that the FEC filings, they are available for everybody to review.
Well, so the reason why Jasmine Crockett would go to the floor in the first place and be lying is because she's done it a lot in the past and they get away with it. So the thought is you take the cheap shot. There's not going to be any pushback, and it's a free hit on the right to change the narrative. The problem is that you better come at us with facts and truth, or you're going to end up regretting it. In this case, they say there's no picture of the donor, Jeffrey. Well, that's true on FEC.gov, but what it does say for occupation is that this person was a physician. What it does say is the date of the donation, and date of donation was after that other Jeffrey. Now, why would Jasmine Crockett go on CNN and what happened last night? Well, that's just about doubling down on stupid. That was a word salad that makes Kamala Harris sound like William Shakespeare. What happened on that CNN appearance was just an embarrassment in trying to clean up something where everybody knows common sense is that you're just supposed to own up to it. You made a mistake, you got called out for it. She didn't expect to get called out for it, but again, if you're coming at us, you better come at us with truth and facts, because we're going to push back.
That Congresswoman is just a liar. What she said, someone named Jeff. That's exactly what McCarthy used to do. Someone named John Smith. They didn't care if it was the right person. She's a disgrace to Congress and should be obviously sanctioned for accusing somebody named Jeffrey, prominent doctor in Long Island. It's a very common name.
Yes, sometimes it is good to shut up. Ghetto Democrat Jasmine is making a lot of noise. At a certain point, I watched her 1 week ago, ranting everywhere on social media. I thought the things she was putting out were the truth. But after some time, it all came out she was lying. Then the same person, she was accusing people of collecting money. It came out, the same person donated money to her campaign. Now, she was struggling to clarify all that. That should tell you a lot about these people. Something more concerning about this lady.
Are going through a similar system right now.
There was a back and forth this week after you accused former Republican Congressman, now EPA Administrator Lee Zeldin, of accepting campaign donations from Jeff. New York Post said he is threatening revenge against you. He's going to donate to your campaign, so you have to admit you accepted money from a Jeffrey. What's your response to that?
Listen, if there's anybody else who's alive and decides that they want to donate just so that you'll be on my FEC report, I am here for it. I will take your donation, especially since Jeff is now deceased. I don't think that it will be confusing whatsoever that it was not him, unless he's come back from the dead. So we'll see.
So you are, we're told, weighing a decision on whether to jump into this Texas Senate race, challenging Republican Senator John Cornyn for his seat, although it's unclear that Cornyn will survive a Republican primary. You said you had a meeting this week with pollsters to discuss your chances. Did you have that meeting? And if so, how did it go? Are you still thinking about running?
I am still thinking about running. We did get our polling back. So we are moving on to the next phase to determine whether or not this is would make sense in the moment, and if the infrastructure can be built out in the way that I see it being necessary to actually be able to win, as well as we are continuing to look at the polling on the other side. Listen.
This was all her response. I don't want to even go into all that. What I'm more concerned is the fact that she said she wants to run for this. And we all know she can't win. She has proven over and over that she can't be trusted. Yeah, you can't be putting out things like this in public, knowing fully well that what you are putting out is not verified, it's not the truth. Then this is all she can say about that. That's insane, right? Sometimes when I look at this lady, I usually wonder if, you can be popular if you're doing the right thing. Seeking popularity by doing all this is uncalled for. I want to appreciate people supporting me, sharing out the videos. As of the short clips, that is for the YT algorithm. I'm going to end here.
Texas want an alternative. Look, back in the summer, John Cornyn was polling in the high 30s-ish. He has dropped 12 points since then, since I have gotten into the race. Our momentum is moving upwards, and you are correct. This is like a David and Goliath kind of story. I have a couple of smooth stones to throw at him, but guess what? They are very effective. And even though I may not have as much money as him, let me tell you something. There is a lot of momentum behind our campaign, and there is clearly a path, and that's exactly what we are going to exploit.
The Cornyn people see you as a spoiler in this race. They don't think that you can win. They think that what's going to happen is that more likely this is going to be a runoff, which is going to force the party to spend millions of dollars.
I don't want to even go into this. We can end here.
Future of the party.
Over 40, he beat Hillary by 41 points.
Right.
And this ain't got nothing to do with color. This ain't got nothing to do with color. It's either God's side or Satan's side.
Politic. He even get an off.
If the Democrats...
Because how many times do somebody asks?
4.
J.D. Vance should be the next president of the United States. If you want to serve in the American...
Give interviews, I don't
right.
do that.
J.D. Vance should be the next president of the United States.
Happening at the moment.
Yeah. President Obama.
He's blatant censorship.
Because he says he has a team of fact checkers.
The FCC want them to stop fooling around with my right to say what I feel.
Well, Americans, it's a part of who we are.
Because that is really something that didn't happen before.
Does anybody else watch The View? Because I think there's...
I'm going to say one.
Look, there are certain rules of free speech that we must all like to have a television show.
To spreading lies.
Somebody to get up there, not
said that he doesn't...
Dave Chappelle.
Without of interest.
I mentioned last night Trump was bragging about surprised to see Darth Renner.
Between now...
60 minutes for editing.
Saying you want to fight against Trump and you want to fight harder against what he's doing.